Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Nia. I'm alumni of my community college slash my middle college. About 2018, 2019. It was like a very blurry time, but that's when I went to my during my last year at my a couple years after my last years at my Jessica Esperanza had a program for Puerto Rico for a study abroad. So personally I never studied abroad before. I've been in plenty of states, but it's different when you study abroad versus when you're traveling around the states in general. So when I got a chance to go to Puerto Rico, I was so excited. I was the first of my middle students to do so. I was like, oh. And during the orientation sessions that Esperanza had, um, I remember she always saying, even in her classes, um, when you learn a language, you learn a culture. And I knew that was so powerful when in class. And then when I saw how the program was laid out the first year and then the second year, I was really, really excited because I didn't go in with any assumptions of what study abroad should be, but she showed a way of study abroad that was very compassionate, empathetic, and around like how can you change yourself to be open your heart to other people. And I wish that people studied I studied abroad a little bit younger than I did when I was first out of high school, but I'm just grateful that for the fact that Jessica was able to create this space for students to really like look outside the classroom, outside of Flint. Flint is great. Flint is our home. It's our comfort blanket, but you only grow when you're outside of one. So after I got back from Puerto Rico the first and second time, um, it made me it created like this hunger for me to travel outside even more of outside of Puerto Rico. So I transferred to well, first I went to DC for a semester, where I studied, did an internship program through a foundation there, with the help of my and scholarships. And then I studied abroad in South Africa, and personally, when I went on this trip, even though it wasn't part of my, it was also a part of my of Michigan State University, and it made me think about myself, my identity as a Black American, as someone that didn't understand apartheid, didn't understand the history of a place like this, but it made me think about what I didn't wasn't privy to understanding. And when I went there, I learned some things. Also, I learned that the food was different, but also how people in communities grew together and grew outside of the I think the Americanness that we're so used to. And after that trip, I was so excited. I wanted to do more. So I came back to MSU for like a hot second. And then I went to Guatemala, and I was in even more like more entrenched in figuring out what did business look like, what did relationships look like across like across from America to Guatemala. I was interested really in about how I can get out of the Western thinking with being sustainable around like our environment, but also our policy making. Didn't make If it didn't wasn't obvious. I studied politics when I was at MA and at DC, so I always had the political lens and economic lens of everything. And to see how Guatemala had changed, even historically to when I went there, it was really amazing. Unfortunately, we came back because of the pandemic, which is kind of sad. But in all, like I think study abroad does this thing where it forces you to get to like say no to your preconceived notions and say yes to what you need to learn about how to change yourself and how to open your heart, be compassionate, respect people, every single person, because they have their own experiences, they have their own life, and that all adds to the value of our whole society, here and abroad. Anyone that's thinking about studying abroad, either at MOD, because from what I've heard and seen, Jessica's doing amazing things, like amazing, amazing, amazing things, helping other departments expand, think about studying abroad differently, and help other students and faculty really like unlock their minds to how they can continue to impact so many people around them. For all students, I just ask that you continue to be a student. I think sometimes in school we do this thing where we're trying to get through a class, and I get it. Semesters are great, but the whole point of education, the whole point of of really just changing your mind is to change your mind. When you go if you choose a place like Italy, if you go to a place like Barcelona, cheetah girls, yes, but let's also think about the history and how people grew to own their own agency, own their own power, and how you can be a part of that change making, how you continue to, like, use your privilege as an American to amplify that message. And honestly, like, I think study abroad isn't just when, it's your school provides for it, it's when you take the agency and do it yourself. Personally, I'm a solo traveler, okay? You'll find me here, find me there. But it all became so much more attainable because of Jessica. And her work is not undervalued in my opinion. If anyone tries to, it's kind of like wow. But I really want every student, every faculty, every trustee, every person that interact with this program to really think about how they can open their heart more to what she's already doing, but how students are being impacted because of that. Um, I thank you for your time and have a good night.